Hello everyone, good afternoon. So today we are going to discuss about the key features of the reseller client billing portal of the REVE SMS switch. Let's begin with the login page. In the username, we will paste our client ID, then the password, and we have logged in. In the home page, as you can see, there's a dashboard. In this dashboard, you can see the number of clients that you have added in the last 7 days, the number of contacts that you have added this week, the number of SMS that has been processed today, and the number of SMS campaign that you have run this week. Down below, you can see a graph. This graph will illustrate the number of SMS traffic that has been processed in the past 24 hours. You can see this graphical data for today, yesterday, and the same day last week's SMS traffic. On the left side, you can see a lot of menus. I will explain the key menus and their functions shortly, starting with account details. So account details basically contains details of this reseller 1 client. At first we have the client ID, then the billing password, and then there is login IP. So login IP acts as IP whitelisting. If you put an IP here and click add, what will happen is you will be able to access this reseller 1 client from that specific IP only. By default, login IP is not enabled. Then we have contact information and billing contact information. You can change or update this information anytime you want. Just don't forget to click submit after you have changed something. Otherwise, your changes will not be saved. Now let's move to client, and we will start with SMS client. So a reseller can create two types of clients, an originating client or another reseller. So we will create a demo originating client and a demo reseller client for the sake of demonstration. Let's start with the originating client. We will click add, client type originating, client ID, let's say org10, billing password, confirm billing password. Description is not mandatory, but you can put anything here. Parent is reseller 1, client balance is 100, credit limit is also 100. So for those who don't know, credit limit acts as backup client balance. So if you run out of client balance, the system will start deducting balance from credit limit. You can recharge client balance and credit limit anytime you want. Currency, by default we have USD and BDT, two currencies, but we can add any custom currency according to your requirements. Activation status will be enabled, and we will ignore contact information for the time being. Click submit, and SMS client has been created. Now we will create a reseller client. Client type reseller, client ID, let's say reseller 10, billing password, confirm billing password. Description is not mandatory. Parent will be reseller 1, client balance let's say 200, credit limit also 200. Now we have to assign two rate plans, one for masking and another for non-masking. We'll assign the rate plans. Currency USD, activation status enable, and we have successfully created a reseller client. Now we have created clients. It's time to create client profile. So our REVE SMS suite supports two types of client profiles, an SMPP profile and HTTP profile. So we will create the demo profiles for both protocols. Let's start with the SMPP profile. We will click add client ID. We have to select a client ID for which we will create the profile. Let's say org10, the one we created. Profile name org10 SMPP. Profile description is not mandatory, but you can put anything here. Traffic type can be MT or MO. MT or mobile terminated is one-way traffic. MO or mobile originated is two-way traffic. We will stick with MT for the time being. Again, we have to assign a masking rate plan and a non-masking rate plan here. Masking rate plan will be masking 1, non-masking rate plan will be non-masking 1. And then there is IP restriction. So if you enable it, you have to put an IP here and click add. So what will happen is for this originating profile, traffic from that specific IP will be accepted. If the traffic comes from any other IP, it will be dropped. By default, IP restriction is not enabled. Activation status again enable, and then we have the SMPP configuration. Here we will have to put a system ID. Let's say org, what was the profile name? 10 test, password 12345. TPS limit or transaction per second limit is the capacity for per second how many SMS can be processed. So by default TPS limit is 25. We will keep it as it is. It means that per second 25 SMS can be processed for this profile. And then there is number of allowed sessions. So number of allowed session means at a time with how many other clients will this profile be binded. So by default the number is 1, but you can choose any value between 1 and 10. Let's say 2. Bind mode is TRX. System type value, usually we don't put anything here. So we will click submit, and an SMPP profile has been created. Now we will create a demo HTTP profile. Again click add. We have to select the client, profile name org10 HTTP. Profile description is not mandatory. Traffic type either empty or ammo. We'll stick with empty. Masking rate plan will be masking 1. Non-masking rate plan non-masking 1. IP restriction disable. Activation status will be enabled. And now HTTP configuration. We have TPS here -1. Again transaction per second. -1 means infinite TPS. Our SMS switch can handle infinite amount of traffic, but you can put any value here. Let's say we'll put 20. Then there is the API key and secret key, and then there is HTTP API format, custom submit response configuration. These parameters you will configure according to your requirements. So we will leave it for the time being and click submit. So a demo HTTP profile and a demo SMPP profile has been created. Now let's move to SMS contact. Here you can add your contacts to those you will send the SMS to. So you can add them manually, or you can upload them from a CSV file. We have a separate demonstration video for this, so you can get the idea from there. We will move to SMS rate plan. So in the rate plan menu, you can basically see the rate plans that you have. By default, you can see there are already 2 rate plans. These rate plans, masking 1 and non-masking 1, are assigned by the parent account to this reseller 1 client. So we will create a rate plan of our own for the sake of demonstration. Click add. Rate plan name will be test underscore rate. Description is not mandatory. So you can increase the rate plan from an existing rate plan. So if you select this options, what will happen is it will increase it by percentage from the existing masking 1 rate plan. Also you can upload the rate plan or give a manual value. We will add it as destination wise manually. Click submit. So a rate plan has been created, but it does not contain any rates in it yet. So we will again click add. Let's say for Bangladesh we are going to add a rate. Bangladesh MNC, or for all MNC for the time being, the value will be 0.40 per SMS. Click submit, and as you can see we have a new rate which is test rate, and it contains 1 rate. For Bangladesh all MNC 0.40 per SMS. You can create rate plans according to your requirements. Now we will move to my rate. So basically my rate, in my rate menu you will be able to see the rate plans that has been assigned to you by the parent account. So your parent account can be another reseller or the admin account. In our case it is the admin account. So this is the masking rate plan. You can see this is the masking rate plan assigned by the parent account to this reseller 1 client, and this is the non-masking rate plan. Now we will move to SMS campaign. So the SMS campaign is where basically you can run SMS campaigns. So we have generic, dynamic and request 3 types of campaigns. I will talk about generic and dynamic for the time being. So you use generic campaigns when you want to send the same SMS campaign to multiple users. First you have to give a campaign name. Let's say test campaign. Customer ID, we have to select customer profile, I mean client ID org10. Then you have to select a profile, SMPP or HTTP. Let's say SMPP. Sender ID type, if you have any, mask, non-mask, we will stick with none. Campaign details, manual input. Contact visibility will be visible. Contact source, so you can upload the contact source, you can paste it manually, or you can select by tags from the existing contacts. So we will paste it manually. Let's say 880123456789. So if you are pasting it manually, paste it vertically, not horizontally. And then there is language, English or Unicode. So if you select a language as English, the segment for 1 SMS will be 160 characters. If you select Unicode, it will be 70 characters. So we'll stick with English. Let's say the message content will be test SMS, and you can start the campaign instantly, or you can start it in a scheduled future time. We will start it instantly. We'll click submit, and the SMS campaign has been started successfully. It takes 30 seconds to check every configuration and parameter, so you will have a report, initial report, after 30 seconds. Now we will move to sender ID inventory. So basically in sender ID inventory, you can see the sender IDs that has been assigned to you, if any has been assigned. So a reseller cannot create his own sender IDs. He can only use the sender IDs that has been assigned to him. For example, here Facebook and WhatsApp, two masked sender IDs has been assigned. We can see the assigned list 0 because this reseller has not assigned these two sender IDs to any of his children. So a reseller's children are the originating clients under him, or another reseller that he has created. Then in SMS history, basically we can see the history of the SMS traffic. So for details, we have to select a date range, then the originating clients if you want to filter out by that parameter. If you click get report, you can see detailed report for every parameter for that SMS, for that time period of SMS. Then there is the summary report. So basically if you select a time period and click summary report, for that specific time period you will see the summary report of SMS traffic, like how many SMS traffic were delivered, how many were submitted, how many were delivery failed, etc, etc. But if you want to check the status of a specific SMS, so you have to choose specific. Here you can filter it by sender ID or the receiver number or the message ID. Every SMS is granted a specific or unique message ID by the SMS switch. So you can search by that message ID and see the status of that specific SMS. Then we have campaign report. Here you will be able to see the reports of the campaigns that you have run. Not much to see here. So these are the key menus of the reseller client billing portal. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask us. We will answer your queries accordingly and assist you at our best. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Hope to see you in another one. Take care and have a great day.